Hello, good morning YouTube, and this is CN Maritime History back again, but I decided today I would show you one of the games I play. Now on my old channel, if you were a viewer way back when, I used to do Stormworks videos every now and then, and I thought maybe I'd try that again. So here, I'm going to show you yesterday's Stormworks update, which added natural disasters, as you can see here. So now I'm going to do all of these. We have a tsunami, whirlpool, tornado, meteor, volcanic eruption, and of course Megalodon, but Megalodon's not new, so I'm not going to do that today. This might take a while, but first of all, let's spawn in a meteor. It should load in any time now. And the only reason I'm on this rocky outcropping here is because when that volcano erupts, which will happen in today's episode, I don't want to be where the pyroclastic surge is, because that kind of blankets you in black ash, sort of, so you can't see anything. But as you can see here come the meteors. They are quite explosive. As you can see, they're shaking my entire camera screen because that's how the game works. It does have some physics to it. So now that I've demonstrated a meteor strike, a volcano is up next. Now, from my current knowledge, Mount Goldblum, which is located here on the Stormworks map on the Sawyer Islands, right about the middle, actually. So if you sail in from the fishing harbor towards the south end of the islands, and you come up through here, you'll go right into Mount Goldblum. Now, if you really want to watch a pyroclastic surge, you have to come over here, because this is just a really steep slope and it runs right down the side of the mountain. And you can obviously see I am over here, just for safety reasons. Now, after a volcano erupts, the Stormworks has a physics thing where you can only see 20 kilometers away. I could see Mount Goldblum from over here. Now, the odd thing is, Mount Goldblum being all the way over here, that is way beyond 20 kilometers, so I'm not sure what they did for physics, but I kind of like it. Anyway, let's get to the volcanic eruption. Spawning volcanic eruption. And it will start with an earthquake. So for any of my motion sick viewers, you may not want to watch this, because it shakes the screen quite violently. And you can see the old lava from the previous eruption is kind of dried over. And there's the huge eruption cloud, and more mini eruptions exploding. And you'll see pretty soon there'll be a black kind of sludge going down the outside of the mountain. That's pyroclastic surge. And there are quite a large amount of lava rocks, I should say, going out around me. And there's the pyroclastic surge, just cascading down the mountain, heading right towards me. I probably shouldn't be standing here. And you know what, it's fine. If you've ever watched Once Upon a Time, you know exactly what this is like. This looks almost exactly like the Dark Curse. Now, as you can see, after the pyroclastic surge has swallowed me, it looks quite dark in here. Like, it's sort of like a really harsh winter conditions. Now, in reality, if I did turn player damage on, I would die instantly, because in this sort of weather, humans, the ash, actually you can see pyroclastic just kind of melted away, but the ash from pyroclastic, the hot gases would kill you alone, but the ash, you can see the ash around here, it kind of looks like snow, but it's not snow. The ash of the pyroclastic surge would go in your lungs, and it would be like fiberglass. It would shred them. That's why it's super dangerous to go outside if you live in these areas. So it takes like 30 minutes for the ash to mostly clear up, but I have found ash as far away floating as the Isle of Donk, which is over here, and the Creative Island, which is over here. Now, you're probably wondering what all these big red circles are. Those are forest fires caused by the volcano, and the red circle is the extent of how far they could spread before it gets bigger. Now, and as you can see, the volcano is here, but the largest forest fire is, of course, in the river, for some reason. Now, I'm going to spawn over at the river, just to show you guys what the view's like, because it's a really interesting view. So looking down here, you can see The river it looks almost white, when typically it's blue because it's covered in ash. Um, and you can see, now I don't actually have wind on, so I don't know why you hear that whistling in the background if you do. But I think that's just the ash blowing around. And you can see that image of the volcano's lava flow. That is pretty much what I can see from the Isle of Donk. I'm not going to show you guys because of time, and I want to show you guys all the other ones. But I thought this would be a really cool episode to do, and I hope you enjoyed the natural disasters update. If you have Stormworks, if you don't, it's $25 on Steam. All right, what's next? Whirlpool. Now, I have to, of course, be in a water setting for this, so I thought I'd come out here. Now, if a meteor crashes in water, it can cause a tsunami. Now, of course, I think I might do both. I think I might do a meteor-caused tsunami, and I might do a regular tsunami. But, of course, I'm sure if you've watched any Stormworks videos that you know what a regular tsunami looks like. However, nowadays, it's like sort of curved as of yesterday's like new refined tsunami update. Anyway, let's spawn in a whirlpool. Now, when I later on spawn in a tornado, you will see like the clouds above starting to shift. I think that's just how it forms, like the wind and such. Also, I'm not sure why we don't have a whirlpool spawning. Did I spawn in one? Oh, must have misclicked. There we go. Spawn in the whirlpool. Looking around for it, don't really see anything as of the moment. Right. Obviously, though, we are in a very volcanic activity area, so maybe because of all this ash, the whirlpool really isn't forming. So I know what one looks like. I saw one yesterday with Stormworks, but I really don't see one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head out into the bay here, outside of the Sawyer Islands in Stormworks, and I'll try it again here. Now, as you can see, this is what the water's supposed to look like. Alright, cancel Whirlpool, and then we'll respawn one here. But in the meantime, before we spawn a Whirlpool, I'll spawn in a Tornado. Now, as you can see, like I said, it does that spinning cloud thing, and I'm going to move out of here. But also, if you look close enough, you can see that there is volcanic ash in this area already from previous other Mount Goldblum eruptions. And you can kind of see that ghostly image of the lava all the way over there. And we have a water spout forming, touching down. I'm going to get out of the area. You can see I'm getting, like, tossed and thrown around here. Now, the land-based tornadoes are a little bit stronger, I think. I have used... Oh, there's a fish. I have used both kinds of tornadoes since yesterday. You can see it's interesting. And before I made this video, I tried to test out something for the video. I was going to use, if you ever watch the movie Twister, Stormworks just came out with the Dorothy, what's it called? The Dorothy instrument that they use in the movie. I tried to, I don't know what that was, but that doesn't look fun. That just like flew out there. I don't know what that, I don't know what went wrong with the Dorothy instrument. When I tried to use it, it just kept blinking like red lights and stuff. But I wasn't going to use that for this video with the tornado. All it did was just getting like flung around. Although they did say it had sensors like the movie, I didn't see any. But I don't know. I'm not the creator. Maybe I misclicked on something. I don't know. But anyway, you guys pretty much have seen the extent of the tornado. I mean, all it really does after this is just kind of fade out. So what I'm going to try and do now is let's spawn in a whirlpool. Alright, do we see any differences in water? Now, what I don't get is you can't have a tsunami and a whirlpool at the same time. I don't know why, you just can't. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to custom make a tsunami. That's actually the most meteors I've spawned in. I only clicked it once last time, and you saw how many meteors came in after it. I clicked that. And I don't know what's wrong with the Whirlpool. I don't see it forming. But I do see those huge missiles shooting at the water. And the reason the tsunami is formed is, of course, actually you might start to see it if one of the big ones crashes in. Actually, a few of the big ones decide to crash in one of the same area. So if I can get the smoke to clear here, you can see, where is it? Huh, I wonder why it didn't cause a tsunami effect. But yesterday when I was playing anyway, what it did was, they all, like, just one of them crashed into the seafloor, and it caused a ripple effect, sort of. But it was such a huge ripple effect that I was trying to fight AIs. You can actually see the tornado despawning right now. I was trying to fight AIs in the weapons DLC, and it like lifted the whole AIs out of the water. You can see it's getting quite violent here. So the tsunami did work. You can already see the ripple effect in the water. I'm just going to move out here where it's slightly less hazardous for my health. Alright, so you can see all the meteor explosions. Now, you might also notice that island is slightly starting to disappear. Reason being, you basically created a homemade tsunami. You can see that, like, widening gap that's starting to appear between the walls of the tsunami in the middle, forming a trough. But actually, the tsunamis now, you can see it already says cancel tsunami because the tsunami was just formed because of that. So you can have your own tsunamis, or, well, the tsunami actually extends to the width of that, like the white caps there. And you can just see the billowing wave. Now, of course, it's not super tall until it reaches land. But you can still see it. It's just like a huge crater. And, of course, from the inside, it doesn't really look like much. But from the outside, you can see that white ring on around the horizon. That would be the tsunami. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything else to show? Meteor, tornado, volcanic. Well, guys, I think that's all the natural disasters for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Stormworks episode on my YouTube channel. And if you want more Stormworks episodes, just like and subscribe and leave a comment down below with your suggestion. See ya. Bye.